Hey guys, how's it going? I'm here and Dana is coming, but right now it's just me. We were actually both standing here like a second ago, and then we just got the kids down in bed, and someone started screaming upstairs. So Dana just ran upstairs to see what's going on, but she will be right back. And we are just going to hang out and answer your questions, talk about whatever you guys want to talk about here today. And I see you guys in chat. There's already been some good questions here. And so we'll take them. And let's start with Jason Jenny Baker. Hey, I'm newer here and have really appreciated your stuff. I was super excited to hear about you celebrating Shabbat and the other feasts. Also, how's weight loss going? Weight loss is going well. Oh, here comes Dana. Everything okay?
Yeah. Kinda. I could take a picture of you.
No. Dana could take a picture of me because this.
Find out on Instagram.
Yeah, go follow her on Instagram to find out why she's taking a picture of me. You guys want to see my pants right now, or the lack thereof? No, pants. I'm wearing pants.
Inappropriate.
And by elementary 7 or student 7. So, yes. Go check out Dana's Instagram. It's at Dana Shamoria in a second. You'll see why she took
I'll
a picture
post
of
it
me.
tomorrow. I already posted a picture today.
Oh, I posted
No
tomorrow.
double posting.
Whatever.
You can't do that.
So first question is, how's the weight loss going?
Hi, everyone, by the way.
Weight loss
How's
is
it
going
going?
well. I've lost 7.6 pounds in 2 weeks.
Did you really?
Right? It was at 3 point... Oh, no. Wait. Hold on. I'll add it up. I'm pretty sure it was close to 7 pounds.
It was close to it. I thought you were at 6.8.
6.8 pounds. Okay.
I was at 7.
Okay. She lost 7. I lost 6.8 pounds so far in the past week. So it's going well. I don't know if you can see how much more slender I am or am not. Probably not. But we're working on it.
Getting
I
there.
still got like another 30 some pounds to go. Oh, it feels good. Keep going.
I guess that looks weird. You're not going to get slim.
Let's
How
go.
do you get slim? That's chubby. Slim.
I'll just do
Otherwise, your
whatever.
lips get wide.
That's
Gross. Shut your mouth.
Letting you do whatever. And so how many, where are you at with the weight loss thing?
I lost 7 pounds.
Less than 7 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So we weigh in on Monday mornings, and so that's been going well. And super excited about celebrating Shabbat and other feasts. Yeah, we'll just talk about that real quick here, and then we'll keep going on the other questions you guys want to talk about. So Shabbat, for those of you guys who are familiar, is just Sabbath, really. So it's what the Bible talks about, a day of rest, and God modeled it in the very first opening chapters of His story, and told people that they should observe that, and so we do. And a lot of people get kind of hung up. They're like, oh, so are you Jewish or something? Like, no. Like, God said it was His feasts, Like, He didn't say they were the Jewish feasts. He said, I want you to celebrate my feasts. So a lot of people miss that because He gave them to Jewish people, but a lot of people think that means then that they're Jewish feasts. But we believe that they're His feasts because that's what He said they were. So we take a day of rest every week. We take one day and we don't work. I turn off my email. We turn off everything, and we just do Family Adventure Day, which is what you guys see. So, what else? Are you doing Weight Watchers and YMCA? Beth, I know her by her first name.
Soon. Beth, are you a member at the Y? Because that would be fun. But yeah, we are doing Weight Watchers, and we're going back to the Y starting next week. I am. So I'm actually going to do personal training for a little while because sometimes when you get pregnant, your abs can like open up and split apart. Or not when you get pregnant, but because of the pregnancy. And I hadn't had that happen on any of my other pregnancies, blah, blah, blah. I'm tired and need to go to sleep. But with the twins, because my belly grew so much with having 2 6-pound babies in there pretty much, my abs split apart. So I'm going to be starting to work with a personal trainer
Like a
first.
big hole, right? Not hole, but like a gap.
It's like, well, they kind of do like this. Like if your abs are supposed to be like this, like now they're kind of like that. Like you want them together, but now I have they're split kind of. So there, I don't know. So I'm going to work on that first and get them back in shape because if you do crunches while they're split, it can make it worse. If you do planks while they're split, it can make it worse. If you lift heavy things Well, it's split. It can make it worse. Like so many things that I would normally do, like going to a fitness class, would just like make it so much worse. And that's how a lot of moms can have like the belly pooch kind of, and so because there's just things trying to escape through the hole. So
That sounds bad.
well, if that was like if your gut was like trying to come out because there's nothing
So
holding
basically,
it
like
back.
right here, and you just like open it up, and you could go straight in.
Right, like if we
into
took
your
that, if we opened up that
intestines.
button, like there's my abs right there with that big hole in
Yeah,
there.
if the shirt is
So-
your abs, then you gotta go straight through the muscle and
Right.
not
So
even
like
between the
everything else
muscle.
is like trying to come
Yeah.
stick out between my abs. It's gross.
Yes. Ashley Vavaro finally made it to a live feed. So then go to time the bath for the baby. So welcome, her first time.
That was Mary. You said Beth.
Oh, Beth. I was reading. No, I said Mary.
You said Beth.
Oh, Beth. Well, I meant Mary. Sorry. But I
We
was.
know who you are.
Yes, I was picturing you.
Sorry.
I
I didn't read her response though.
Oh, she says she was wondering
Oh,
because she
doesn't
had
go to
this
the Y.
before. Yeah. So someone asked, it was up there a little bit further, what we would do if we weren't on YouTube. Cracking your knuckles.
Sorry. What would you do?
Annoying. Well, I was a youth pastor before this.
You wouldn't be doing that right now. Even if.
Well, I don't know. Like, it's hard to say. Like, who knows what would have happened?
Maybe you would have.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I would never
Because
work
we
at
moved to
Epifio.
Cincinnati because you
Yeah.
knew YouTube at that point.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Oh, interesting. Maybe you would be
I don't know.
youth
There's no way to
ministry
know
still.
that, but maybe youth ministry.
The twins are in bed upstairs because it's so much easier to just come and talk when you don't have to juggle babies.
Yeah, we just laid him down for a little bit. Shelby Holer, love watching your homeschool videos. Since I too am homeschooled, do you guys plan on to do an online school once they hit a certain age?
Probably. I would assume so, with everything else that's online.
By the time they get to that age, the internet will be like so different. So I don't know. Maybe. We'll check it out when we get there. Favorite color?
Blue.
Green. And
How do you manage your time with 6 kids under 6? We don't know yet.
well, not very well. Is that an answer?
That's an answer. We're still learning. It's tough. You have a nanny. That definitely helps a lot, but I forgot if I have mascara on today.
Willen, who inspired you to do YouTube? So I actually uploaded to YouTube before I even started watching YouTube. And because what happened is Dan and I were dating, we were living in Texas, and my family's in Pennsylvania. So we just started uploading videos of us going out on dates to share with like family and friends. And I didn't really start watching YouTube, like other people's YouTube videos, until who were the first ones? Mika Kitty, I remember.
Naltz.
Naltz was first one.
Shay.
Philip DeFranco, I think, and Shay. I think those are like the first people I started watching back in 2008-ish or 9, something like that.
When did you meet Ergo or start finding out his
That was
stuff?
through Nalt, through the YouTube Orbit thing.
Oh.
What microphone do you use? Is really clear. This one. It's a Samsung C01U. So that's it. Who are your favorite family YouTube vloggers other than yourself?
Other than ourselves.
Drewby.
Live Like No One Else, the Catalans. You can speak up too.
Oh, I was looking at you go through them.
No.
We like a lot of them, like J House Vlogs. We
Yeah.
like While They're Napping.
Colin and Katie.
Katie.
Knife Knolls, Daily Bumps.
Yep. Davey and April. Carl and Ginger.
Gabe Babe.
Gabe Babe.
Who else?
How else?
I don't know. I'd have to go through.
We had to go through our
I'd have to like
subscriptions.
look through on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook too and
Yeah.
see who all. I'm like, I don't know.
Rachel S. What are
There's a
your
lot.
favorite bonding activities to do with the kids, and how do you make sure that one kid doesn't feel left out? Also, does Dana enjoy getting her nails done? So we talked about the kids getting left out thing actually in a previous live stream we did a few weeks ago.
But since then, we've noticed a different kid that needed more attention.
Yeah, what used to be Toby, then we dressed Toby, and now he's fine, and now Hallie needs attention. So Dana's been taking Hallie out whenever Dana goes out to go grocery shopping or run errands or something. It's always Hallie.
My little buddy.
Yeah, and even when I had to go to the bank and run errands too, I took Hallie with me just time together. So, what was the other part of that question?
I don't know. I don't remember.
It was, what are your favorite bonding activities to do with the kids?
Oh, I just bought fingernail polish to use with Hallie and Hannah, so that was fun. Hannah
Do you
can
like
paint her
having your
own.
nails done?
Do I like going to get my nails done? Not really. It kind of hurts. I did it in college a couple of times, I think, and so I'd rather go get a pedicure.
Yeah.
Let somebody clean up my feet.
Yeah, we like the Fudgers too, Shelby.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Yeah, we like them. So are you able to tell the girls apart now besides the nail polish?
Oh, yeah.
Faith, hope, love.
I like to dress them alike as much as possible and see who all can tell them apart.
Now it's like a game because you feel
It
pretty
is a
confident.
game. It's fun.
And if you forget, you can always undress them and look at their toes because their toes are in their like gowns. And you're like, oh, it's Karis or it's Chloe.
And we're like,
But I think we kind of got it.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if other people can, but it's fun to like post on Instagram in black and white and just have people guess.
Like, who is this?
What are the kids' middle names and what are the meanings? Katie Atwell.
Are we sharing those again, or do we only keep that
Again?
to the... We used to only keep that on their birth vlogs. We're like, if you really want to know, you have to go find the
Go watch our birth vlog. There you go. Yeah. So and then we actually have the name reveal. Actually, it's like the Lego twins name reveal. So that's on our channel. You can watch that one.
The twins are 2 months now, which is exciting and crazy all at the same time. I don't know if it would be interesting to know how many hours I've been asleep and how many hours I've been awake in the last 2 months. Even more than that, like, because even at the end of the pregnancy was rough on trying to get some sleep.
I'm getting out my phone because someone asked, are you on Snapchat, Drewby? And here I am. So if you can get that, if I can get it without glare, you can scan it.
Twice.
Maybe. It's not
You're, like,
coming into
reflecting.
focus.
It's,
I don't
your
know.
phone's
It's Tim
too shiny.
Schmoyer. It's Tim Schmoyer. So you can just, if you can't scan it, it's just Tim Schmoyer. And yes, we are on Snapchat. And you're Dana Schmoyer on Snapchat, but you don't really use it that much.
I don't even think I have Snapchat on my phone anymore.
No. How's breastfeeding going now at 2 months? Ashley.
How's it going?
Going pretty good.
I had to take a completely like laid back, relaxed method with it because I was beating myself up too much because I could not make enough milk for the girls to both gain weight. They were staying even. They weren't gaining weight. They weren't losing, but they needed to be gaining weight as they should have been growing. So what ended up having, oh man, like 2 or 3 weeks of just like going back and forth and stressing myself out over it and everything. I couldn't keep on doing that. And so I pretty much had to give myself permission after talking to a few other moms. I had to pretty much give myself permission to just give up and not breastfeed the girls. And so since giving myself the permission to be able to stop and quit whenever I need to or want to, things have gone a whole lot better. And so I'll either feed one girl while the other one gets a bottle, or I'll feed both of them and then they both get a bottle, or they both get a bottle at sometimes. And so it's just whatever's happening during the day and whatever's the most convenient is what happens. So I had to let myself relax and not stress anymore.
Cool. Yes, Fight for Together is another family blog that we like. Of course, we were just with them a few days ago.
Our friends.
And then
See, we tell you we can't remember all of these.
Yeah, the kids were just watching like a whole series of Brit
And
Taylor
Kitty's
videos.
mama is vlogging now.
Yeah, she's been vlogging for a while.
Well, no,
now.
but like their Kitty's Mama channel is for like their challenges and type stuff, and now they actually have a vlogging channel for vlogs.
Okay.
So.
Weird favorite color. Is your P.O. box still open to send stuff? Yes.
It is open.
Katie, it's not in the description here, but if you go back to
it's
one
on
of
our
money
About
ones,
Us page on our YouTube our channel.
So if you go there, our About page on here, our channel, you can find it. And someone also asked if we were going to do more money lessons with the kids.
Eventually.
I'm sure we will.
The kids were like, let's make more videos to sell. And we're like, well,
we kind of make videos and give them away for free because they want to make more Minecraft videos and sell them. I was like, well, you could do that on a separate channel if
for
you wanted it for
free.
free, and they didn't like that idea as much. They're like, now that they got paid to do some stuff, they're like, people should just pay us to do anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it doesn't work that way.
We're like, we were teaching you about money, so Daddy asked everybody to kind of help if they
Yeah.
wanted to, and they did. So
Hey, Jessica.
It
Jessica's
was
here.
funny.
Gone to the snow dogs.
Oh.
Do you want any more kids? Soph and Mojo.
I would be open to adopting or doing foster parenting later down the road. But I'd rather not birth any children anymore.
See, how do you get your kids to sleep at night? My sister don't like to sleep. Jaden Pennington.
Pray over them. Play music for them as they fall asleep. Use essential oils in the diffuser to help them fall asleep.
Well,
or
if you're
on their
talking about
toes.
the twins, like...
Oh, not for the twins on those.
Yeah, if you're talking about the twins, it's...
You feed them and make sure they have a full belly.
Yeah,
a dry
clean
diaper.
diaper, clean
Swaddle
clothes.
them up.
They're there's not anything that could be wrong, really. And then if they're still fussing, we let them fuss for like 10 minutes. We set the timer because it feels really long when they're fussing. So we set the timer 10 minutes, and after 10 minutes, if they're still fussing, we go in and check them. The only exception to that is if we know they have, like, they need to burp or they have a tummy thing going on, or like, that's different. But if, as far as you can tell, everything is fine, and
It's
they're just
okay if
fussy,
they fuss for a little
we just
while.
let them cry for about 10 minutes.
Because I don't get any exercise because they can't do anything. And so crying is a little bit of their exercise to develop their lungs too.
Chloe J, do we get alone time?
Right now. Not really. We're live
Yeah,
with all
not
these other
really.
people.
Now that the twins are out of you, one of the things we used to do with Nicole, our nanny, is that she would give us one date night every week. Are we doing that again now? Or?
I talked to her today about doing that again, but I don't know what needs to happen first. What we did was we, instead of doing date night after the girls were born, like she would work from 1 to 5 every night, except for like on Wednesdays she would work until 10 for us. But we knocked out the 1 day a week until 10 and just added an hour to every night. And so, but what I think needs to happen first is we need to be consistently better at like not needing her after 5 p.m. before we can add our date night back in.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Which twin weighs more? No. Which twin weighs more?
You wouldn't answer that publicly?
Uh-uh.
Really? I do on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Or not Instagram yet.
Which twin weighs more?
Probably Karis by maybe an ounce.
Yeah.
But they've only been like an ounce of a difference. So there's really not much.
Bethany Burgess, do you have a YouTube channel, Dana?
I do. And I don't usually promote it because it's like when I before we started doing YouTube, I had a blog, and even before then I would journal all the time, and I'd just like write all my thoughts out and everything. And so then I got a blog to be able to do that, and I guess I shared my blog. But then when we started doing YouTube a little bit more, I switched and tried starting to do it in a video format. And so I still use my videos more so for a like journaling kind of deal. So it's more of a personal type of thing, and I share about my faith and what I've been learning. And so I don't really promote it. It's kind of one of those, like, if someone wants to watch it, they can come and find it, but I don't want to promote it because I really love my audience there, who are very encouraging, and I can ask them for scripture with helping with different things that I'm learning and going through. And I kind of like it being a small channel.
You don't want it to grow?
Not really, because I don't want people, like, I don't want haters finding it, I guess, for the most part. Like, I like
because it's vulnerable. And
it is a vulnerable thing. And I'm always nervous because I'll share something personal on there, and I'll be so nervous, and I won't check the comments for like a day or so. And then I'll finally check them because I'm so nervous as to what people are going to say. And then it's always encouraging. And so I just want to keep it that way.
Yeah. What was that question? I just lost it. Sorry. I had it. I was listening to you instead of...
Well, thanks for listening to me.
Yeah. I had one, and then I lost it. There's a lot of people talking about why do we homeschool? And that's such a big question. Like, it takes up the whole half hour, and we've already done, like, several videos on that.
We can go look at our homeschooling videos.
What's the Cliff Notes version, like really quick?
We want to be the main influence in our kids' lives.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
And we have the ability to do so.
Kind of.
Well, we do.
If we could get
time
more sleep.
Yeah, but it lets us be the primary influence. It lets us give maximum freedom of our schedule. I work at home. I'm my own boss, so I'm in charge of. Like, I just talked to someone today trying to make plans, and they had to go see if their kids could get out of work or out of school, and they had to ask off of work like so many weeks in advance. And I was like, what's that kind of life like, where someone else is telling your family what you can and can't do? So we like the freedom. We like the influence. We like being able to be a part of our kids' development and not just like working that off over to someone else. So I'm not saying it's for everyone, but we like it. So
thank you, Katie Atwell, for your comment. That was sweet.
That's a much bigger question, but there you go. That's like a really, 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 really short version. Can you guys do a meetup in Cincinnati? We do. We used to a couple times a year.
It'll be a little while until we plan another one.
Yeah, it's really hard to get out of the house. If you guys have watched any of our recent vlogs, it takes a long time to get everyone packed up, buckled up.
Especially in the morning. Like, that's usually the prime time for our family.
Yeah,
but not for us.
We go to church service on Saturday evenings now because trying to get everyone up.
Everybody's dressed on Sunday mornings,
already. It was not worth it. We wouldn't get there ever. No. Maybe like halfway through the afternoon. What would be your routine with the kids on Mondays? Crafting Magic 26.
What would be our routine?
Yeah, what's our routine?
I liked today. I like it on days whenever I can wake up before the twins need to eat and go get Toby out of bed, get him dressed, get him eating, and then get Hannah and Zeke kind of started on their chores. I need to put some work into that for a nice little reminder for them. But they do a couple chores in the morning and then do school, and then do lunch, and we hang out, and then Miss Nicole comes. Mm-hmm. I feel kind of scatterbrained with our days right now, so I need to work on that.
It's really hard to have a good family rhythm when everything's
so
going
new,
crazy, and everything's thrown off. So it'll take probably a few months for it to settle down, but it always eventually does. Are we going to CVX? Who asked that? Someone asked that. Scrolled by already, but yes, we are going to CVX.
Can you come to Minnesota?
We used to live in Minnesota.
We have family in Minnesota. It's been 4 years since we've been there, though. We haven't gone back since. Oh no, we did go back right away after we moved, but we haven't gone back since then.
Helen, do our kids do any sports?
They're gonna start gymnastics on Monday.
Yay.
I'm really excited about that. That'll be fun.
You just signed them up for gymnastics, so all of them are doing it together.
Well, the older three.
Well, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Twins can't do their flips
yet. And Toby's not really into it yet. Bye, Cassie. Let's see. Is Nicole a big help? Chloe J asked.
Oh, yeah. Huge help. Oh, excuse me.
Yes, Natalie. We live stream every Tuesday, usually at 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Nicole's the kind of person, we kind of get each other. There was nobody else that we ever even considered to be able to come and be our nanny. And, I can ask her to organize something in the house, and she would do it the same way that I would do it. So, I don't know. It's just yeah, she's a super big help. It's really nice. And yesterday was funny because I wrote down a list of, I write down a list of things for her to do each day. Yesterday I wrote it down and then I tucked it away and forgot to put it out so she could see it. And she did everything on the list without even seeing the list.
Miranda Nicole, do you have any fun adventures planned for the summer? Not. Well, we have VidCon planned.
Well, not quite.
Well, we haven't nailed it down, but we'll most likely be going to VidCon. I'm speaking there, so I'll be there either way. And then we'll be going to visit the grandparents in Pennsylvania. And we'd like to do a camping trip.
And then we have family visiting us.
Yeah, we got some family coming to stay here.
Because we were hoping not to travel as a whole family this year.
We will hopefully be buying a house
next year.
Next year? Not this summer?
I don't think
in
we're
this
gonna
fall?
buy one. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen.
We're house shopping. We'll see what happens.
We are. I went to an open house on Sunday and found a house that I really like. But
We're gotta wait for all the money stuff to like level out between
Taxes
paying.
and medical
We owe a
bills.
lot on taxes, and then we got the twins' medical bills and a lot. So after all that, like the dust settles and we actually know how much money we have, then we'll plan on looking more seriously at a house. Man, Dana is so tired tonight from the twins. Tia
Yeah.
Bella.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to at Easter?
Am I looking forward
Are you
to
looking
Easter?
forward to
Oh,
Easter?
I
That's
guess
been a
so.
different topic for us this year because Easter and Passover don't line up this year. It's
Yeah,
weird.
like from a story perspective, it's because one follows the Jewish calendar and the other follows the ancient Roman Church, Catholic Church calendar,
I
right?
don't know.
Something like that.
I don't think the Catholic Church made up the
Well,
calendar.
yeah, but like some other like
One's a solar calendar and one's a lunar calendar.
yeah,
I think
and
is
different.
what it is.
Yeah, they follow different whatever. So
Yeah,
they
so
follow
they
different ones.
So every so many years they don't line up. So I was like baffled to find that out this year and be like, so how do you celebrate then? I don't know. Or
Yeah.
gotta figure it out.
Do all your kids go to sleep at the same time, or Hannah and Zeke allowed to stay up later? Sarah Peacock.
We put them all down at the same time. We probably
Because
need to
someone
let
else-
Hannah and Zeke stay up a little bit later, but like today, attitudes were saying they needed to go to sleep right away. And I think Zeke was the first one to fall asleep.
Yeah.
So.
And someone was asking earlier if we have any like downtime to just ourselves. That's our downtime usually is after the kids are in bed. Dan and I are like, but it doesn't last long because the twins get up and then need help really quick.
Right. And then we're like, okay, now they're down for the night. We need to go to sleep.
Yeah.
They go to bed at 7.
Yeah, we shoot for 7 to 8ish.
I shoot for 7.
Right. So we shoot for 7, which means they're usually in bed by like 7:30 or sometimes 8. No Disney trips, Madison. Nope. Don't
San
have any of those planned.
Antonio. Love San Antonio.
We've been there before, but we don't have any trips planned there, no. How well do your kids get along? Because my brother and I don't. Probably a typical teenager thing. Helen Odenwald.
Yeah, very
Odenwald?
typical.
Odenwald? Do they get along?
For the most part, I would say. Is it 50-50 or is it more so? Is it
They
split
mostly
more?
get along.
70-30?
I mean, you gotta address something maybe once or twice a day, maybe a few. Depends on the
It
day.
depends on the day. Like
Yeah.
today, there was a lot of addressing.
And sometimes they're just perfectly fine. So I would say they probably get along better than your average
Kids?
siblings do because they're around each other all the time and
They're so
they're
close
more
in
like a
age.
friendship relationship because they learn together, they play together, they do so much together.
But they sure can fight too.
Yeah, of course, just like
They're
anybody,
siblings.
right? But it's not like you have some siblings that are just like it's just a strained relationship. You know, you don't like your sister or whatever when you're a teenager or something. I think they're gonna end up
me and my brother.
right. But because I think they're gonna end up being like my brother and sister, Grace
Your
and
youngest
Mark.
one.
Yeah, because
All
they
6
grew
of
up
them, you
together.
think?
Um,
Like paired off in twos?
no, I don't want to pair them off in twos. But right now, it's just a normal break between Hallie
Right.
and
So like
Zeke.
Hannah and Zeke are close together, like your brother and sister. Hallie and Toby are a little bit further apart, but they're the closest in age to each other.
We'll probably end
And
up
the
schooling
twins.
both of those two together.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, do you think Hannah and Zeke will be as close as your siblings, and then Hallie and Toby is close, and then Karis and Chloe is close? I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Think that's more likely than all of them being close together.
I could see Hannah and Hallie really clashing in the teenage years.
Yeah, because Hallie's very
3
much
years
like
younger.
la la la, like super outgoing and very
And Hannah wants things in
Yeah.
order and where they go.
yeah.
It'll be interesting to see.
Let's see. Is your full time job YouTube/parents and homeschooling, or do you have any other full time part time jobs, Sarah Strader? Nope, just YouTube. I mean,
But it's like video creators. So if you
yeah,
only
it's not
watch
just this channel.
if you only watch our family channel, you're not seeing everything that Tim does. Like this isn't where we make the money.
Yeah, most of the money comes in through my video creators channel and the products, the consulting, the speaking, the sales, all that kind of stuff happens over there. So we're trying to grow this one to be more of a bigger income, more of a bigger part of what we do, because this is what we actually believe in. This is like what we're talking about with family here. This is what we think like actually matters. And so we're not transitioning necessarily. I don't know if I'll shut down video creators, but we're trying to make it like, so it's, this channel is more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, we can justify spending more time on it because the time we're spending on it actually serves our family well. It's hard to take time from my family in order to do something that doesn't serve my family at all, right? So as long as, but you can get this family channel to serve our family's economics and stuff to make sense, I can spend more time on it. That's where we're trying to get to. So we are spending more time on it now, trying to build it more to that spot. But right now it's all usually most video creators. Let's do like one or two more here. I go to wrestling, then conditioning, followed by lacrosse practice. Oh, that's cool, Helen. I wrestled from elementary school through college, and then I coached a little bit after college. I coached at a high school in Minnesota. Go ahead.
Tia Bella asked what religion we are, and Christian is what you say. I'm always like,
religion sounds like rules and regulations.
I know. We believe in Jesus Christ and having a personal relationship with him, not all the I don't know.
Like rules and stuff.
Traditions, I guess.
I'm not anti-tradition. It's
no.
Just, yeah.
But it's more about the relationship kind of deal.
It's more like a real thing rather than like a lip service thing, you know? How old are you? Maddie Will asked. I am 35 and you are 32.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I always get her age wrong. She skipped age 28 as far as I'm concerned. It's a few years ago now, but for an entire
28.
year, I thought she was
27
still. And then your next birthday came along, you turned 29. I was like, what? No, you're turning 28. She's like, no, 20. I'm like, we're 27 or 28 this whole year. So
that's funny.
Carly Batten.
I was just reading that one. How many in total? How many hours of labor have you gone through with all the kids? I don't know. None of them are really that long. Like the active labor, I would say. Hannah's, I started labor around lunchtime, but it was definitely like able to handle it until probably dinner time. Or was it morning? I don't know. Until after dinner, that's when it got kind of rough and we started getting ready to go to the hospital. Yeah. And then she was born, oh goodness, at 3 a.m. or something like that. And then Zeke, my labor started in the evening, probably a little bit, or like probably around dinner time. And then I had Tim take Hannah with him as a Wednesday night, so I had him take her to the nursery while you taught the youth. And then we made it to the church around, we made it to the hospital around, or no, our friends picked Hannah up around 10, I think.
Your labors haven't been
and
long,
he was
long in
born
general.
around that, like, right after midnight, like probably like 12:02. Who's next? Hallie? I started timing contractions in the morning during church service, like just wondering if they were real or not. Lunchtime they were real, and then she was born that evening.
Yeah.
And then Toby, it's hard. I need to write all these down. Toby, or I'll just watch this video.
Yeah, we'll have to go back and
when did I start going into labor with Toby? What did I do with Toby? Hallie was the one where I burnt bread because I was trying to bake bread and was too distracted by the contractions.
Yeah. A lot, too many, right?
The twins, I never went into labor with them. What was Toby's birth story? Poor guy, number 4.
I'll have to go back and watch the vlog. Elena Cowley, how do you manage cooking meals? Do you meal prep, schedule for grocery shopping, etc.?
I don't do anything right now. We need food in our house right now.
Yeah.
I gotta go grocery shopping tomorrow, and I'm not planning meals ahead of time. It's mostly like, what can I put in the crock pot? So I buy whole chickens to cook in the crock pot. I have way too much pasta in our house right now for trying to lose weight.
Lisa E. said, how's your insurance plan working out?
Great.
It's not really insurance.
It's not insurance at all.
But the way it works is we submit our medical bills, and then a whole community of other people just pitch money in and
fork
over
their
money. Help us pay it. And so far is, I don't know how much money, $25,000 so far?
$30,000
$30,000 so far. and everything's been covered. Like we've been reimbursed for all of it.
Like not even a deductible to have to pay first
Right.
before you get help on the bills.
So we're gonna do a bigger, like a dedicated video, I think, about it sometime here in the future after we know final costs and all the bills are in and everything's paid and everything's done and closed out. Then we'll talk about it. But we're gonna do a video about that. Amy B, will the kids learn instruments? I think so. I grew up learning playing 5 or 6 instruments, something like that. And so I think as Hannah and Zeke get older, they're starting to express more of an interest in music. I'm looking over the keyboard. So in music. And so I think I taught piano lessons for 12 years in high school and college. So I'll probably teach them piano as a part of their homeschooling here sometime soon.
Oh, and Katie, thank you so much for staying up and watching. You should go to sleep.
All right, let's do one
really
more.
late.
And then we're going to close it out because we got to get to sleep too and go to bed. Let's see. I'm scrolling up. What's your favorite singer and song? Jade's been asking that for a while.
Favorite singer and song?
Yeah.
Favorite singer is probably Toby Mac. Because it's just been fun to like watch his journey from my very first concert and CD was DC Talk's Jesus Freak. And so that was always like, so it's been really fun to follow Toby Mac like from then until now. And then favorite song of all time would probably be Jars of Clay's Love Song for a Savior.
I don't have any. I change all the time. I work down here, like right here at this desk all day, and I just listen to music, but I listen to more music and I get sick of it. And then and then I switch to something else, and then I get sick of that, and then I switch to something else. So it just changes all the time. So right now, what I'm listening to is Day of Fire. Back in like 2006, like music I used to listen to as a teenager is what I'm listening to. So and then there's Sarah said that she just joined Samaritan Ministries and put us down as a referral.
Hey,
that's awesome.
Yay! I hope you love it. If you're just beginning, it can be a little like, are we gonna get money for our bill kind of thing. But it's been like awesome. My favorite thing was the first month that we had our bills shared and people start sending money to you to help you with your bills. Like they recommend when you send your share to a person, send them a card.
Yeah.
Because we
got presents. People are sending us presents.
Yeah, like I didn't.
Like for the twins with their check.
Don't necessarily. I mean, we got one.
Yeah.
And we've had a lot of checks come in.
Yeah.
But I didn't think so much about the cards at first because I was like, we don't know the person. Like, how much is that really going to mean to them? Mm-hmm. But then when we started getting cards in the mail with ours, like, it was really, really sweet and encouraging knowing that these people that don't even know you are praying for you.
Yeah.
So
cool. And those of you asking about Snapchat again, yes, we do have Snapchat. Dana's not super active on it. I am more active than she is, and it's just Tim Schmoyer is my username. Again, I don't think I'm going to get this to focus, but I will try again my Snap code if you want to scan it. But I
prefer Instagram and Twitter. I don't really do Snapchat.
I use Snapchat for like the quick, not throwaway stuff, but like the quick.
What you wouldn't vlog?
Yeah, like if I'm not going to vlog it, I'll just snap it real quick and post that. So I don't think that's going to work, but it's just Tim Schmoyer is my Snapchat. And that's that. So here, I'll just put it in chat for you guys who are watching. Snapchat Tim Schmoyer, and then you're gonna see how long this delay is too. It's like a minute. So I think that's all for tonight, guys. We're gonna get upstairs, get back to our family, get back to the twins, have a little bit of downtime for ourselves, maybe eat a snack. I still have 3 points left today.
I think I have like 6.
So we're gonna finish up our points. And
I wish we had fruit. We've eaten all the fruit in the house.
Yeah.
We have applesauce. I can go eat that.
Yep. So thank you for hanging out with us, guys. Really do appreciate all your love and support and everything. It's been fun hanging out with you guys here tonight. And I see there's some people here that it seems like their first time here. They're asking like the names and ages of our kids and stuff. So subscribe if this is your first time here. And our family is all about becoming a family team, trying to work together, serve together, play together, everything together because we believe, well, not believe, but it just seems like most American and just Western lives in general, families are being torn in like several different directions. The family's not together, kids are at school, the parents are at work, and then they come back and the kids, the family relationships just seem strained as a result. So we're like, how do we work together? How do we stay together? And really keep those relationships foundational, because we believe God put us together for a reason. So we're trying to figure out why, but also how do we serve and work and play and learn and grow and everything together. So
thank you for the fruit, Amy.
Yeah, woohoo! Ooh, grapes.
And watermelon.
Yeah, are grapes free points?
Pineapple?
I thought grapes were.
No,
points.
they are free.
Oh, they are?
0 points.
Sweet. Now I want some grapes.
I know, I'm hungry.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you guys for our family vlog tomorrow. See you then.
Bye. Bye.